So Nils, I wanna go to you and go back to the selection of these partners, particularly for development. So we're not talking about manufacturing here yet, or at least we're talking about it on a smaller scale. Um, so how much you're on the side? You've been outsourcing for a long time, but I would say even when you were an executive, kind of looking at things from the science side, how much do the scientists, the actual guys who are bringing this idea forward, uh, how much of a say do they have when it's time to pick a CDMO to go into development?
Oh, a very good question. They might come in with some biases, and that might be in a little bit of conflict with the manufacturing folks. That's a bit of something that I've seen in the past. But let me twist that around a little bit and add on to what was said here a little while ago. So in the selection process, right, and I think this is important, it is to me anyway, to find a development partner, CDMO, for these stages of development that we are talking about here today, that's kind of right size for your or my organization. So if we're a very small outfit, happy scientists, and now we are going to take the next steps here on the path to whatever is next, typically an IND. But it's a very large organization, Lonza or something huge. Is that right for us, or would we be better served with a somewhat, let's say, smaller organization, similar in size and maybe mentality to our own, if we are a small company? So I kind of think about kind of in terms of right sizing the CDMO at an early stage from that viewpoint, but also keeping an eye on the future. Is this CDMO, could they go with us all the way? How much material do we actually need when we are approved? Is it a lot? Well, okay, we probably have to, or maybe have to switch to a larger organization, during development, and that happens all the time. Or could this somewhat smaller organization, do they have GMP, and can they actually support us if we are only targeting a rare or ultra rare disorder? It's not impossible. So I like to go out with a team of subject matter experts on the analytical and manufacturing side, not necessarily bringing the scientists, but sometimes perhaps. It all depends. Every situation is a little bit different. But to evaluate face to face the capacity of a CDMO and try to build some personal relationships with the folks on that side, because as was said here a moment ago, things will probably go wrong at some point, and that's when I think those relationships can come into play, and it's very important to kind of tie the knot with your corresponding management or technical people at the CDMO early on.